All right, folks, we're 5 minutes away from showtime. 5 minutes away from showtime. Find yourself a table, get yourself a drink, say hi to Kat, our wonderful bartender. Max Cano, resident comic of July, Jewly, July. 5 minutes from showtime. Check 1, 2. One minute till showtime. 1 minute till showtime. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the world's greatest weekly comedy festival and only comedy festival weekly in America. Voted funniest comedy show north of Bell Road on Cave Creek in Phoenix. 14 years in a row. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. My name's Sean. Hi, how are you? I'm the host. Bunch of stuff here to say and a bunch of stuff, and people are be trailing in. We have some comics out there and some audience members rolling in. It's 237 degrees here in Phoenix. Everyone's a little slow. Let's hear it for the heat. It's so good, though. I love it. Here's a joke no one's ever said before, but it's a dry heat like a microwave. Am I right? Back me up, folks. Is it just me? Hello, I'm not hacky. Thank you. Welcome to the show. Two Jews walked into a bar and bought it. Hi, I'll be here all week. Try the veal tacos. I know. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Taco Tuesday, and welcome to Tickle Your Bone Weekly Comedy Festival. Heads up on all your tables. We just passed this out, something new. But we are you can see our live feed. We have a live feed that's been going on for a while. We had a sponsor, and I'll talk about some of the sponsors we have. And we almost got kicked off of Facebook because we said we had sponsors, and they were like, "Well, if you have a real sponsor," I go, "They're fake, dude." And they go, "What do you mean?" I go, "When I say Living Spaces, I'm kidding. Like Living Spaces ain't giving us money, so I have to insist that all our sponsors are fake." But heads up, on Facebook, on YouTube, we're on Tickle Your Bone. But go to tickleyourbone.com, and you'll see the live stream, the feed, and you can click on that. We're just trying to get viewers and subscribers so we can pay more comics, because we actually make enough money here where we can pay a handful of the comics every month, which is really nice. And the rest of the money we use to help the show out and buy weed. So let's hear it for money that we make. Oh, this is great. This also tells you where to get booked, gives all the information of all the comics on the show tonight. Oh, this is very informative. It says we're the do bestest comedy. We're do bestest. We are KFC, LSD, and CBD friendly. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Let's hear for Brandy Bigley and Do Better Comedy. They're a bunch of great kids. But they're not doing better than us. What's up, Brandy? I said it. I'll fight you right now. I throw down the gauntlet, the comedy gauntlet, sister. I'm kidding. She's a wonderful gal, Brandy Bigley, and do better. So yeah, so there's some information right there. We do have some wonderful people. We have sponsors. I always say that. And the thing is, it's people that we really think are amazing, and or friends of ours, usually both, and or that are just ironic and funny. Like Raven. Before I go any further, ladies and gentlemen, Raven is fucked up. Try to let him drink water. Try to let him get his shit together. He's literally touched everyone's nipples. We have 4 sexual harassment charges against him right now. He's mentioned my friend Paul's dick 8 times to the point where it's belligerent. Raven, shh. I'm making announcements. If I don't say this, we're going to get in trouble on Facebook. Shh. Raven, don't ruin it. My family just walked in. Guys, let's hear from my family. They just walked in. It's just a diversion. Raven was talking so much. I had to pretend you guys are my family. Listen, if I need you to back me up and say you're my family and fight somebody, you got to back me up, folks. Let's hear from my family right here, all the way. All the way from Hoboken, New Jersey. Tonight, they took the light rail from New Jersey. I paid for the whole thing. It cost me $16. My family, all the way from Hoboken on the light rail. There you go. Raven, thank you. Okay. Moving forward, so I was saying, so we do a live stream, and YouTube was mad at us because they thought we had sponsors, because I said every show I go, oh, I have to mention a couple of our sponsors, and I go, Living Spaces, and people laugh because I'm like, I hear that commercial like 1,000 times, but YouTube thought we were really getting paid by Living Spaces. So I have to say, we're not getting paid by Living Spaces. I will say, though, if you do want the best bagel in the world, go see my good friend Charles Blankenfeld at Bagelfeld Bagels. And if you want to be made look better, go see Carrie Medina at Crescent Salon. They're just our friends, and we love them. We'd like to mention their names. And also, when I say that we have a guy that we get vape carts from, and Sunny Slope off Hatcher in a garage for $5. I'm either lying or I'm not, but I don't know. This one's got medical meth with CBDs and pine sulfur terps, and this one's got fentanyl with CBDs and pine sulfur terps. So if you ain't got herpes or COVID, you can hit them both. It's like the John Belushi or the Chris Farley. It's up and down. It's great. So yeah, we're not getting paid YouTube. Those are jokes. And once again, my family's in the house. Let's hear it for them. I really appreciate them. Light rail all the way from New Jersey. It's a great diversion. While poor old Raven, one of our friends, Raven, I don't know what he took, but he started sending me messages, live videos at 2 o'clock going, I'm here waiting for the show, dude. Raven was here at 2 o'clock doing live videos. Going, Sean, you're awesome. I love it. I go, I'm going to walk into a shit show of a drunk fuck. But But that's okay, Raven. We've all been there. We've all fallen off the wagon hard like that. It's like he jumped off the Grand Canyon of the wagon. Let's hear it for Raven. He's lit right now. But you're fine. You'll be okay. Two Jews walked into a bar and bought it. L'chaim. That's my favorite joke. I don't know if you missed that. And I'd like to give a shout out to my neighbor who's probably watching, and her cat Petey passed away. So let's hear it for Petey the cat. Yeah, I know. It's very tragic. Petey was wonderful. It's Petey and Inky, and now it's just Inky, and Inky's bummed out. I have my dog Bojack is 17 years old, and we took Bojack to the vet because he's 17. He was acting weird, and it turns out that my dog identifies now as a female cat, and I have to get $20,000 worth of transition surgery at the vet, or I'm a homo transphobe. So I'm in a sticky situation. Like, I love my dog, but I ain't got 20 grand. And he's 17, so we just put him down is the problem. That's what we do. We just put him down. I don't have the money. I'm kidding. My dog didn't identify as a female cat. My dog, I had to put my dog down because he was 17. He had a brain tumor. It's unfortunate it happens. He was like 17, and I'm crushed about it. And I try and make a joke because I've cried for 3 weeks. But I will recommend that if you have an animal that you need to put down, do the most humane, beautiful thing you can do. You can get someone to come to your home. And they do it right in your home. So my dog was at home. He never knew he was anywhere else. He was just home. And it was the most peaceful thing. These two guys come in like leisure shoots, like the mafia. And as soon as my dog got up, they just popped him once behind the ear with a 22. It was like this fucking, it was majestic. It was. There was a voiceover. It was wonderful. They played Eric Clapton, Layla. It was fantastic. It's just like Goodfellas. Okay. But Petey passed on, and my dog Bojack passed on. So Bojack's not here, and Petey's not here, and they knew each other. And I will say this: my wife, I was bummed out. I don't know how long before we'll get another pet, but my wife's gonna let me get a chupacabra, so I'm real excited. Yeah, I went on Craigslist. I got the Mirandas from the West Side, somewhere off Peoria. It's gonna be great. It's from Sinaloa, so it doesn't. It's not aggressive. The ones chupacabra from Tijuana, they're very aggressive. You got to be careful. They're street raised. All right. Focus up. Oh, we're in deep. Okay, so my name's Sean. Welcome to the show. The room's filling up like it always does. It's a little hot. People are trailing in, which is great. And so we have a special show tonight. We never really do like theme shows per se here, but tonight is sort of a theme. I called it the Factory of Laughs because when I lived in L.A., there was a crazy open mic that happened at the Laugh Factory, and they would put on like 10 to 20 comics to do 3 minutes each, and they would just introduce them by name off stage, one after another, and if you went too long or you're in the middle of a setup and a punchline, they just said, and coming to the stage next, Sean McCarthy. You got just cut off. Like, it was fucking brutal. And people are all like, I'm trying to be famous at the Laugh Factory. So it was just the funniest thing. So tonight I call it the Factory of Laughs because we have a handful of comics that have never really been here or only been here a couple times. And everyone's going to do shorter sets. And because we have so many comics, I'll be introducing half of them from over there from a second mic. So I won't, because if I go on stage and introduce everybody, there's like 10, 12 comics. We'll be here all night because my introductions tend to be 10, 12 minutes each. And we don't want to be here till next February. But I do have meth. If you guys want to just stay here, lock the curtain, we can do it. We can make this dream happen. So, so that's the deal. So that's why we have extra comics on tonight. They're all doing shorter sets. They're doing like 4 or 5 minutes. I'll give them the light, and they'll wrap it up in a minute, and they'll be brilliant. We'll fly through a lot of these guys. Some of these guys play here all the time, but most of them are kind of new or haven't been here before. One guy, Mason, I think Mason's here, Mason Spina. I sent him out a message. He got back to me late, and then he said, I never emailed you back, but we might have a cancel, so we'll stick him on, or we won't. We'll see if we have time for him. Matthew Delgado, we brought him back. Let's hear for Matthew Delgado. Yeah. Raven, you can't do that every time, dude. Everybody said the guy was drunk. That's him. Take it easy. Take it easy. Matthew Delgado's here. Heads up. He was here before. He's a very nice kid. He talked the whole fucking time. Every other comic was on stage, and so we hadn't had him back in a while. So tonight, while Matthew's on Raven, you're allowed to talk the whole time. Just for Matthew. I'm just kidding. But no, Matthew, what did you place in the funniest comedian with a day job in Phoenix? 8th. 8th? He made it to the semifinals of the funniest comedian in Phoenix with a day job. So we got that going for us tonight, folks. Wait till you see what the semifinals of the Funniest in Phoenix looks like. It ain't pretty. It ain't as pretty as this $75 baseball jersey that says Tickle Your Bone Weekly Comedy Festival with Lenny Bruce's name on the back. That's our merch. This is our merch. We have one piece of merch. I'm selling this in the parking lot. You can rent it for a week. What else? So that's it. So we got some people like that been here. Comedian Jason Blair's over there. He hit me up. He said, "Man, I'm coming through town, or I'm in town. I came in the last time I saw you." And he's like, "Can I go on first?" We'll do that. So perfect. So it's great to see you back here. Jason Amos has been here a couple times. So we got a lot of great fun people here tonight. And Ian Estrada, Saavan Patel. Good God. Yeah. So we got extra comics on tonight. It's gonna be extra funny, and it'll be great. And I'll be introducing people from the back. So. That's all I have to say about that. Let's hear for people in a submarine that have too much money. I think that's just funny by itself. I can say they had a cheap PSP controller. If they had just hit up, down, R controllers, Diamondback, they would have got extra air. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Try the veal tacos. The kids love that one. Have you heard about that new comedy? I'll tell you what. It's called Squirrel Comedy, and it's nuts. This is the thing. It's nuts. What was I going to do? That's it. I think that's all I'd say. No trampolines for the rich. I have to say that for Ava. She's not here either, but no trampolines for the rich. And I'm going to edit down my set tonight for my Big Pine audition, so please back me up with laughs. Where are we going? That's it. I think that's it. Okay, perfect. I mailed the announcements. Yeah, so please check out www.tickleyourbone. Click on the video. It just helps the algorithm and the subscription. And I have the vape carts if you guys want to hit. I'll be in the back. All right. We got a shit ton of comics, so I don't want to babble and bullshit too much. I'll tell one joke before I get out of here. My wife gets mad at me when I pee in the shower. And I said, "Sweetie, I didn't know you were in there. Thank you." Okay. Try the veal. Thank you very much. My aunt's here. I love her. Okay. All right. Oh, cool. Starting off with you, sir. Jason, you ready? You feeling this, dog? All right. Here we go. Hey, this cat, we haven't seen him in a minute. He hit me up with a message. I was like, perfect. We need a few people, and I'm glad you're rolling through. It's a perfect night. It's called the Factory of Laughs. We're looking for new, fun people that haven't been here in a minute. Some of these people will make regulars and pay. Most of them we're going to kill by the dumpster later. Let's see what happens. Nobody wants to murder people. Son of a bitch. I thought that'd be funny. Thank you. Yes. Do you want to help out? All right, you keep score. At least the worst comic we like tonight, we'll kill one. You pick him, and we'll kill him by the dumpster. Right. Let's hear it for that. Yeah. You guys better be on your best behavior. This hot shit's going to be murdering some stupid son of a bitch. This is gonna make the show better. Jason, are you nervous now? Always. Son of a bitch. You have to leave early, so even if you get voted the unfunniest, I know you have to get up early, so you have a pass. You come back for your ass. Ladies and gentlemen, the man who's got such chivalry, he said he'll come back for his ass whipping. Please put it together for the man who volunteered to go first after my wonderful, brilliant train wreck of a set, Mr. Jason Blair.
How you doing, Raven? A little bit about me. As he said, my name is Jason Blair. I'm a forklift operator by day. Yeah, it's a lot of ups and downs for $19 an hour. It's okay, though. I smoke weed on lunch. Do anybody else smoke weed on their breaks? I love y'all. I love y'all because weed helps you think. You know, you notice things that you wouldn't notice sober. So the other day I'm at work. As I said, I'm a forklift operator. We sell stuff like towel paper, brawny, toilet paper, stuff like that, right? So as I'm smoking weed with my homeboy, I said, man, you know what I just noticed? I said, man, we some cotton-picking niggas. They just flipped it on us to the warehouse. You know. I have a 22-year-old daughter. I may not look like it, but I do. I'm one of them old, young-looking motherfuckers. But I also have a 10-month-old son, so I'm having kids every 20, 22, 21 years right now. Expect another one around 60. I just got moved back to Arizona. I'm been here for a while, but I broke up with my girlfriend, so I left the house. That's usually how it goes. And it's kind of funny moving back in with your mom at 39, you know, because in her eyes, you are her baby forever. So she reminds you by telling you things like, Jason, don't put no grease down the sink, as if you don't know simple shit like that at 39 years old. She also pisses with the door open, so it's kind of fucked up. I can't tell her what to do in her house, you know. I was just trying to get some water. Anybody ever had a warrant? Only me? You had a warrant? Look, I had a warrant so long one time, I told my brother, I said, fuck it. Take me to jail. I'm tired. I'm ready to turn myself in. He take me to the county jail. I walk in through the back door. I go up to the lady, the sheriff lady. I said, ma'am, I'm here to turn myself in. She said, you got to go around to the front, sweetheart. I walked back to the car to hang with my brother. I said, they don't want me. Came to my senses on my way back to the liquor. Let me hit that bottle. Kanye West recently made the news for making a statement about sacrificing his mom. And I just want to let every parent in here know if you have a child that was born anywhere from 1994 to present day, that they will sacrifice you. It's a very materialistic generation we living in. I know that because my daughter don't speak to me about some box braids I couldn't afford to pay for. Anybody ever been kicked out of a bar? Now let me tell you how I got kicked out the bar. I got a friend who's a bar owner, right? So I go to him trying to patch up a quarrel that we had. You ever fell out with somebody and tried to make it up with your friend? Like, you know, it's my boy. Hey, man, I apologize, bro. So I go to him. I said, man, you know, I apologize for my actions. He said, yeah, but you find out that's not the only thing he has an issue with you about. He said, yeah, you know, man, but you tried to fuck Melissa. I said, Melissa ain't even your baby mama. I said, but ain't you fucking my baby mama? He said, oh, no, we just flirt every now and again. I said, nigga, I ate her ass. I know damn well you ain't just flirting with her. You ever went home and gave it to your girl a little better than you usually do? Only me? And she say some shit like, what you off of? And you say some shit like everything. Heart beating fast than a motherfucker. Cocaine is tricky, you know. It might work like a brand new Chevy, or it might not work at all. Y'all have a great night.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from Mr. Jason Blair. Hey, Jason, heads up, the light means you have a minute. All comics, if you see the light, you have a minute. I'm sorry, you have to get right up. But let's hear for Jason Blair one more time. Good to be back, buddy. You had another minute. Please keep that going for the very funny, and I think I'm related by a distant relative on some level, this hot shit son of a bitch. We love him around here. Mr. Trey Gutierrez.
What is up, Tickle Your Bone? Happy 4th, everyone, too. We got to start off right. Happy 4th of July, everyone. We have, like, by far the hardest national anthem. It is by far way more insane than everybody's a national anthem. I think that's why we do so well in sports against people in Olympics, because they hadn't heard ours for the first time. And then we have shit like bombs bursting in there. And then like we actually have bombs. People were like, what the fuck? Watch their faces for the first time every single time. They're like, I didn't know we were allowed to do that when we were writing our national anthem. America is so beautiful, it's easy to become so Americanized here. I have a buddy that was a foreign exchange student in high school that moved from Sierra Leone. And when I picked him up from the airport, I took him to the Arcadia district where some of my buddies lived, and they have irrigation. I don't know if you guys know this, but people have irrigation in their front yards just to look rich and grow grass. He got out of the car and he drank the water. And he's like, this water is fucking good. And I'm like, dude, do not drink that shit. It is so fucking dirty. He's like, I have to walk 45 minutes for water half as clean as this. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. 4 months in, we were at a spot eating, and a waitress brought him water, and he goes, is this fucking tap water? And then it got even worse. I was like, yo, it's time for you to go home now. We raised a bunch of money for you, like $12,000. You still want a well so your family doesn't have to walk so far? And he's like, bitch, you know I only drink spring water. I want you to email me 50 packs of Evian every month. They don't know what they're missing. I grew up skateboarding. Any skateboarders in here? Hell yeah. One way that we find out when you see somebody skating on the street, you find out if they do tricks or not, is, you know what you yell at them? What do you yell? Do a kickflip. Immediately, usually you're met with like, fuck you, I'm not in the right shoes, or they just do a kickflip, and we're like, woo, we cheer for each other. That's the camaraderie we have. With BMX, it's not the same as skateboarding, because you either do tricks or you do meth. I dare you to fucking roll down your window and be like, yo, do a bar spin. You're going to be like, and then their girlfriend on the pegs. I found out my little brother was on meth because he had a, like, Tour de France, like, road bike in his backyard. And this motherfucker does not even know how to ride a bike. Meth and bikes are synonymous. So I had this, like, conspiracy that bike shops actually work and hire meth heads to steal road bikes. They're like, yo, for every nice bike you bring in shaped like this, we'll give you a bike shaped like this, and then either pegs will put on the back for your girlfriend, or she gets a little girl princess bike. I was raised by my gay uncles. They taught us how to love. They taught us how to be real. They didn't hide shit from each other. They didn't hide shit from us. And I am speaking about them in memory because they both did pass away. And in a room full of comics, no, they did not both die of AIDS, you motherfuckers. One died from COVID. It was so fucked up. He was on the respirator. It really tore our family apart. And then the other died of some rare disease that you get when you share needles with people and fuck dudes in alleys. I have a cousin, Gabby, that recently told us that she wanted to become Gabe. And she went through with it. She got the surgery. And I was like, dude, don't do it, I'm telling you. And she got the surgery, and now I'm like, thanks, bro. We both have to wait 45 minutes to get a drink now. Because she got the surgery, but the problem is that she's shorter than me. And so now she's just invisible. I have a theory that the only virgins left in the world are straight lesbians. Like, they've never caught one measly dick, ever. The thing is, I hang around Muslims, and they all live this life in prosperity because they think they're promised 72 virgins. So what if they get to the heavens that they were promised and it's just nothing but retired WNBA players? I found out that my favorite porn star was dead 2.5 years before I even discovered her. And this fucked me up because I had been jacking off to her mercilessly for 2.5 years. A dead girl. It made me sick to my stomach. What happened to her was she shot herself in the head because she was being bullied online because she wouldn't do scenes with other men who had done scenes with other men. Now I'm 5.5 years into my relationship with this lady. And I recently received a very, very, very sweet letter from her children. Said, thank you for the continued support. Because of that, we're making crazy royalties every month from Pornhub. I drive a Range Rover, and my brother goes to a very prestigious college. And I just replied back something very tasteful and sweet. I said, your mom is the GOAT. And we have to respect her because she stuck to her guns. All right, guys. That's my time, all right? Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Trey Gutierrez. Dropping it down. Dead porn stars. Big closer. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Ian Estrada.
Thank you, Raven. Guys, okay, I'm going to tell you something I found out recently. So my great-great-great-grandfather married his first cousin. I'm part inbred. Is that why I talk like this? Like, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I actually have a speech impairment. I have a hard time saying my R's. I can't even say a hard R, so... You guys get it. But yeah, no. Tell you a little bit more about myself. I work at work. Customer comes up to me and she says, "Hey, can you help me find this one item?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, we're closed. I can't help you." She gave me the dirtiest fucking look, and she's like, "You know, Santa's watching." I'm like, "That's great. I'm Jewish. I don't give a fuck what you think." At that point, like, okay, so like, I'm kind of Jewish, okay? I'm kind of Jewish. Cause like, my dad's a Colombian Catholic, my mom's a European Jew, which makes me a disappointment. So, yeah. And so, I like to think of myself a cashew, you know, like, cause like, Catholic and Jewish, and fuck it. I do like to think of myself though as a Groupon Jew, because. I don't know if you guys know this, but in the Jewish religion, if your mom's Jewish, you're a full Jew no matter what. So you're getting a full Jew right now, just 50% off. Appreciate the little laughs. That's cool. But yeah, no. So, and speaking of Jews, you guys hear how some guys want their foreskin back? I shit you not. I'm sorry, back? As in the original? As in like in a shriveled little piece of skin in a book somewhere? Like what the fuck? Is this some kind of like Italian pizza baker somewhere just like rolling them out? Like when did you start to cry? Cause they have no foreskin outside. That's an oy vey. I don't believe when I sing. I'm glad you're enjoying this. But yeah, no. And okay, so if I'm gonna get mine back, I have some requests. You guys seen Jurassic Park? Solid. Okay. But okay, so in Jurassic Park, there's this one dinosaur called the Dilophosaurus. Fun fact, for you discovered in Arizona. But it's the one that goes like. That. I want that, Doc. Hook me up. Come on. I mean, it spits venom on the chest and the eyes. Is there really a difference at that point? Come on. But yeah, no. And so, that's what I'd go with. Tell you a little bit about myself. I had watched my friend's dog the other day. And, he said, "Hey, do you mind watching my dog?" I'm like, "My dude, I got you." Okay? Dogs love me. I love dogs. So that's my old roommate. His dog loved me so much, he ate my cum bag. I'm sorry for eating. But yeah, no. So, I go there. The dog sees me. I see the dog. He doesn't tell me what kind of dog it was. It's a German fucking Shepherd. Mind you, Jew. This dog did not fucking like me. It started doing weird shit. Started growling, showing its teeth at me, saying shit like "Vary your papers." I don't know what the fuck that was about. Anyways, it's been awesome. I've been Ian. Give for your host, Sean.
Ladies and gentlemen, Estrada, the Chaim. Let's hear it for the Jews. Stupid German shepherds. Hey, this next cat coming to the stage, keep those applause going, and please keep it down while he's on stage. Semi-finalist in the House of Comedies. Funniest comedian with a day job. He broke out on a Tuesday night and almost caught fire forever. Please put your hands together. Matthew Delgado.
Wow, Tickle your bone. How are you feeling? I've never felt so welcome at a place before. This is amazing. Yeah, give it up for Sean. He's amazing. He had me back after all that shit that I did. After talking the whole last time. I made sure, I knew I was coming this time. I made sure I haven't talked all day. These are my first words of the day. Which is fucked up because it's 4th of July. So I was at a 4th of July pool party before this and someone was like, "Do you love America?" And I was like, I did that for you, Sean, all right? I do love America.
God bless you, sir.
And I love performing in front of people that are eating a whole fucking buffet. You're dressed fantastic, too. I feel like you could kick my ass. You kind of scare me a little bit. I feel like you would be the type. I'd be like, I think I could take her, and then I get to the alley, and you just roundhouse kick the shit out of my bald ass head. All right, how we doing? I'm Matthew. Nice to meet you guys. A lot of people say I look like Andrew Tate. You guys know who that is? Yeah. He's this social media guy that does like alpha male content. Women hate him because he's like, pussy, stay in the kitchen. That's him. Yeah, we look the same. We don't act the same. Don't worry. Like he drives a Bugatti. It gets him women. I drive a Kia Soul. It gets me home sometimes. I've actually been using the Kia recently. I've been driving around, putting up girlfriend application flyers next to those lost dog posters to get the most attention. Don't worry, once I find a girlfriend, I'll give the dogs back. Some of you are laughing like your dogs are safe, all right? The only person's dog who's safe is hers because she'll beat my ass if I take it. No, I feel like it's harder to find a girlfriend nowadays because I feel like everyone just wants to hook up, you know, and I can't do hookups for two reasons. First one, I'm not going to lie, I get a little performance anxiety. It's kind of like stand-up, except on stage I can like save myself with crowd work, you know. I can't nut quick and be like, what do you do for a living? You know what I mean? Especially because I know what she does. I hired her. Thank you for your scattered applause. Second reason I can't do hookups, I don't know if you guys picked up on it already, but I have a lisp. So like, I can't do dirty talk, you know. Like I'm in bed, like, you're so sexy. She's like, I'm so wet. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, you fucking spit all over my face. Sounds like some of y'all want to be spit on after the show. Hell yeah. Hopefully this whole buffet. Hopefully you guys don't finish your meal. I could use the extra one after. No, I have this tongue problem. I remember when my doctor told me, he's like, you still swallow like a child. I was like, you made that weird. You're not to fucking say it like that. Why'd you say it like that? Fucking freaking me out. It also pissed me off, the problem, because I couldn't stick my tongue out as a kid, which annoyed me because I wanted to be in the NBA, and I looked up to Michael Jordan, so I was like, how the fuck am I going to be in the NBA if I can't even stick my tongue out? He sticks it out all the time. That's what's holding me back, you know? As soon as I get the surgery to fix it, I'll be 6'7", athletic, and black, and it's over. Yeah. Got the surgery. Turns out that's not how it works. It's actually not as cool when you're not the best player to ever live. Like, I was on defense, like, it's not intimidating. I just looked happy to be there. Even the other team thought so. They started passing me the ball. They're like, you got this. I was like, I'm not retarded. I just have a retarded tongue. But I didn't tell them because I was scoring 73 points a game. I had colleges looking at me, Duke. They were like, yo, we should pick this kid up. And then they saw me drool on some kid's head, and they're like, never mind. We'll pass on him. He's not our number one recruit. I used to travel a lot for basketball. You guys fuck with TSA? How do you feel about TSA? I have a beef with TSA right now. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I fucking, because all right. Well, okay, let me start off. I'm half Spanish. Yeah, which I don't know if some of you guys believe. That's just what my mom tells me. I don't know if I believe it myself because I'm kind of ambiguous. Like, a lot of people just think I'm white, but recently I've gotten Asian, Italian, autistic. But the most Mexican shit I've ever did, last time I flew, I snuck, I was my first time sneaking drugs on a plane. I was smuggling drugs onto the plane because I found out for the stoners out here, you could bring your wax pen on a plane. I didn't know that. I was like, hell yeah, I'm down. I'm going to fucking do that, eat some peanuts. It's going to be a good time. And so I'm going through TSA. I have my wax pen in my bag, and I'm nervous because I've never done this before. And it's a felony offense. You just get sent to prison if you get caught. So I was like, all right, we can do this. And then they stopped my bag, and they were like, yo, there's something in your bag. We need to search it. And so I was like, fuck, I'm screwed. they started like, this is why I hate TSA too, because they like they specifically, when they search your bag, they pull shit out super slowly. Like my guy specifically would grab whatever was in it and then look at me. And then he was just pulling out random shit too. Like I thought he found the drugs, and then he pulled out my donut underwear, and I was like, I don't know how the fuck that got in there. And then he pulled out my hot chili pepper underwear, and I was like, there's fucking drugs in there. Stop pulling shit out. You're fucking embarrassing me in front of all these people. And then he finally got to my wax pen, and he pulled it out. And I was like, fuck, I'm screwed. And then he set it to the side, and he pulled out this big-ass bottle of Tapatio. And he's like, you can't have this on the plane. And then just put the wax pen back. Which pissed me off even more, because I'm like, you can have drugs, but you can't have flavor? You guys were amazing. My name's Matthew Delgado. Thank you. Give it up for Sean.
Matthew Delgado. Let's hear it for that. Mr. Delgado. All right, keep that energy going for your next comic. This hot shit coming from stage right or left, I forget. Please put your hands together. He's been around here a couple times. Mr. Jason Amos.
Thank you so much. Round of applause for Sean McCarthy, best host in the Southwest.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me. Pleasure to be here in beautiful Phoenix. Happy 4th of July. I still love America. I know Jesse Ventura does not love America. I don't know if y'all keep up with him, but he said if you ever say anything against America, you will get droned into oblivion. So I'm not going to do any like Biden has a whatever, tiny whatever jokes, because who knows, that shit could happen. But y'all probably heard of me. I've been referred to as the treasure of the Southwest by at least one person on the internet. God bless that person. Love living here in Phoenix. Any local native Phoenicians here in the audience? Oh, really? So if you're a native Phoenician, I'm going to give you a chance to win a prize if you answer these 3 questions correctly. Number 1, we're going to find out if you're a true native Phoenician. How many Phoenix sports teams do you have tattooed on your body right now? 0. Okay, well, I think we've got a unicorn in our midst. I was hoping you were going to say the Suns because they have the most panache, but we'll move right on to question number 2. How many active venereal diseases do you have on your body right now? 0? Now, we truly do have a unicorn because being this close to Bell Road, you'd think he'd have at least one. Question number 3, have you ever driven under the speed limit in Maricopa County in your entire life? Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for our native Phoenician. You went 10% off taco platter here at Bridget's. 10% off the Taco Tuesday platter, but anyone here from Apache Junction, Arizona? No one ever claims Apache Junction. I can't really blame him. I got kicked out of Apache Junction about a week ago because I refused to get an MS-13 tattoo on my forehead. Stupid. So, but they let me hang out, though, because I do have prison slut tattooed across my chest, so they let me hang out for a little while. But anyway, I think people moving to Phoenix from other states should be required to live in Apache Junction to make sure they really want to live in Arizona. Anyone here from California? Yeah? Well, that's cool. Everyone's moving here from California. I think people moving to Phoenix from California should wear a tag that says, this product is known by the state of California to cause cancer, birth defects, or other reproductive harm. No offense, I love California, but, I actually did stay in the Hotel California once, and the Hotel California is not some beautiful resort on a windswept beach in Monterey or something. The Hotel California is a Days Inn outside San Bernardino on the I-10. It's a piece of crap. I mean, the continental breakfast there is the bag of Cheerios. I don't know if y'all have ever seen the bag of Cheerios they have. I don't even think Winco sells that, but I'm going to move on to the next joke because that got 0 laughs. So let's see what else we got here. But I do love living in Arizona. Arizona, home of the Grand Canyon. Everyone comes here to see the Grand Canyon. Of course, the Grand Canyon is not the biggest hole in Arizona. The biggest hole in Arizona belongs to my ex-wife.
Living spaces.
And by the way, I know this is going on the YouTubes, and I do have a court date, and I'm not scared, Maricopa County Superior Court. That is not domestic violence. This is called speaking the truth. So, but yeah, I'm not going to say my ex-wife has a big vagina, but I am going to say the last time I tried to have sex with her was like trying to throw a hot dog down a hallway. As a matter of fact, I don't want to alarm anyone in the audience, but we're actually all inside of my ex-wife's vagina right now. And the way we can tell that is, number one, it's a little bit hot. And number two, if you hear some general complaining going on in the background, that's another indicator. But, but speaking of Andrew Tate, by the way, thanks Ian for making me yell out Velociraptor with your dinosaur joke to show everyone that I am a little bit of a dinosaur nerd. But Andrew Tate does have a course out called... It's $10,000, and it's called How to Get a Beautiful Woman, or How to Be the Asshole That Beautiful Women Love. So I don't have $10,000, and if any of y'all don't have $10,000, I've got another course called How to Be the Asshole That Your Ex-Wife Hates. And it really just requires two things. All you have to have is a Y chromosome, and then just run into her sometime out in public, and I almost guarantee that she'll hate you. But anyway, is that too vicious? I can't tell. But anyway, that's pretty much all my material without doing my Donald Trump impression. I don't know if y'all want to see that. Y'all want to see that? Okay. I got to tell you, on this 4th of July, I've heard a lot of stuff about Raven Gregory and all the pictures you're putting on Facebook, Raven. I got to tell you, the naked pictures are an absolute, total disaster. But I still love you, and happy 4th of July to all of you. I love all of you. Thank you so much.
So funny. Fucking Raven. Hey, let's hear for that hot shit, Jason Amos, the other Jason on the show tonight. Yes. Hello. Oh, let's get the show. Hello. Jason, one more time. Let's hear from Mr. Amos. That was wonderful. Fantastic shit. Hello, hi, welcome. I'm back from the back. So, hey, this next cat, I'm going to introduce a couple people, and then I'll go back and forth a couple times. We're sort of running almost on time. But we have a handful of more comics left. And this next cat, just like to say a few nice words about him. He's been here about once a month for the past couple months, and he's been coming around in and out for a past year or so or more since we've been started back. But we just find him very funny and really a nice kid. And he's got a super sweet wife. My favorite couple, second, of course, to the Connells over here, Mark and fucking his lovely wife. God damn, there's only 2 normal wives and couples in this whole town besides these 2. Anyway, it's a long story. They're both great. Anyway, this cat, Max, he's our resident comic. We feature a comic every month that we like, and we just say, hey, have fun, do whatever you want for the next month, and show up every week, and then we get to pay them money for that too with some other ones. So we like this kid a lot, and we said, hey, it's about time you were the resident and just came in and did some shit every week and grew and became better, and we love you so much. So here, you're our resident, and that's what happened. So please put your hands together for the month of July's resident comedian, Mr. Max Cano.
All right. That's what I was looking for. All right, give it up for your host, Sean McCarthy. All right. And give it up for yourselves for coming out on 4th of July. All right. 4th of July, the day Arizona uses bullets like they're tax deductible, right? Like I'm telling you, there's guys out there right now going, "Drrrah, drrrah." Hey, it's okay. I'm an independent contractor. It's fine. "Drrrah, drrrah." No, it's my right. I filled out the 1099. It's my right. "Drrrah, drrrah." Good luck tonight. All I can say is there's a 100% chance of raining bullets, and I hope you brought an umbrella. All right. I call it a Phoenician drizzle, if you're not familiar. So I've been trying to cut down on stress lately, but sometimes it finds you, you know. Like I have an alarm set to wake me up calmly in the morning, but it just goes off the rails, right? You know, it'll start off nice. It'll start off like da 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 da. Good morning. It looks like it's going to be a sunny day with a high of 110 and a low of 85. Don't forget that sunscreen. Now, here are a few top headlines. Possible World War III. McDonald's adds a new Cardi B combo. And eggs are how much? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah, so I just wake up super confused, so I'm angry too. Yeah, so I wake up, I'm like, wait, World War III, wait. Cardi B, wait. All right, who has the eggs? Cardi B has the eggs? Who has the eggs? Yeah, it's stressful. It's stressful. So, yeah, and I, like, even though times are stressful, Jehovah's Witnesses, if you can hear me, please stop leaving pamphlets at my door, please. Okay, I don't like throwing away Jesus personally. Yeah, I feel like I've been throwing him away once a week now. Okay, it doesn't feel good. And you know, I also don't like rolling a joint on Jesus either. Okay, it makes me feel bad. So just save me from temptation, please, Jehovah's Witnesses. So I don't know what I believe in, but I know that I have seen a miracle. Right, living in Phoenix, you always do. Like, I was driving to work one day, and I saw two homeless guys in wheelchairs, and they were fighting on the corner. And one was missing his left leg, and the other was missing his right leg. So they were evenly matched, clearly, all right? They were evenly matched. Like, you can say neither had a leg up on the other. All right, moving on. Well, like after watching about 15 minutes, like they came to a truce, right? Right? They tied themselves together to become one bipedal being, son. Okay? Now they're chasing down people for change. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. That's a miracle right there. All right? I almost called up the Jehovah's Witnesses. All right, I'm listening now. I'm listening. All right. One thing to know about me is I don't want to hold your baby, okay? It's just too much pressure for me, okay? Because people will say like their baby is their new mission in life, right? That they would kill for it, that they would die for it, and you want me to hold it? Hold on, no. Someone smells fishy here because I know some people who have more trouble letting me hold their new phone, okay, than their new baby, okay? And they always tell me the same thing. Dude, relax. Babies are designed to be dropped, okay? You hear me? They're designed to be dropped. Go ahead and drop them, okay? They got a good bounce. You can drop them, they'll come right back up, son. All right? You can add a little sauce, they'll come right back up. Come right back to you. Just know I'm not falling for that again, all right? Yeah, drop a baby once, shame on me, right? And just know, guys, I'm not doing your dirty work for you. Drop your own baby. Be a man. I'm tired of this. Okay? I'm tired of it. It's usually these parents, they usually like try to give me some off-the-wall parenting advice, but I don't have any kids, so it's kind of annoying. Like, because one person came up to me and they're like, dude, I saw a TikTok where I should write my phone number on my kid's arm and then go over it with clear nail polish. So if they ever get lost, and whoever finds them can easily call and ask for the ransom. Yeah. So I'm like, so you want your kid walking around with a number on their arm like a Holocaust victim? Okay, do your TikTok. Whew, that was hard to get out, by the way. Thank you. Know-it-alls, right? Like, no one likes a know-it-all. Part of my thing is like, have you guys seen the movie Rain Man? Because it's gonna. Thank you. One, the Jurassic Park and Rain. Okay, this is for you. All right. Well, there's a favorite part of that movie is they're in a restaurant and this waitress, she drops hundreds of toothpicks on accident, right? And Rain Man couldn't help but to stop and count every single one, and he knew how many there were like that, okay? Now that's a real know-it-all, okay? So if I find myself with a know-it-all, with that attitude where I'm like, I'm too smart, I can't help it, you can help it, okay? All right? So if I find myself with a know-it-all, I drop a pocket full of toothpicks, okay? And if they don't stop and start counting them shits immediately, okay, they're not the real deal, okay? They're not the real deal. Yep. If you don't know how many toothpicks I'm dropping, you're smart enough to dumb it down for the rest of us, okay? All right. You know, I'll start berating them too. I'll be like, are you even on the spectrum, bro? Like come back to me when you're neurodivergent, and then we'll talk, please. We'll talk. Thank you. Thank you. Doing better than I thought. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and just know that I'm very, very vulnerable about this. So be nice to me when I tell you this, but I like it when black people call me the N-word. I like it so much. Like even when they're mad at me, they can be, I will fuck you up, N-word. And I'll be like, okay, all right, whatever you want. Yeah, I like it, okay? But I like to work for it, though. You know what I mean? Because, like, I have a friend who's black, and it took 8 months of jokes and some Wendy's before he let it loose, dude. All right? Yeah. Try Wendy's, dude. It'll get you one. And I knew it was coming too because I could see it happening in slow motion, right? He was like, hell yeah, nah. I was like, come on now, let it fly. Come on now. But he stopped halfway. He denied me. And he said he was sorry. And I said, you should only be sorry for not finishing it, you greedy son of a bitch, all right? You're going to give it to me. And I'm going to need that hard R now, okay? I'm not playing around anymore. On the other hand, you'll find some people who call you the N-word within 5 minutes of meeting them. Sluts, you know what I mean? Sluts. Slutty sluts. And also, I kind of think that he would have called me the N-word if I just started with Wendy's to start with. So if there's any people of the black variety, if you're hungry tonight, come to me. It won't be free, okay? You know what the price is, okay? And that's my time. Thank you very much. Sean McCarthy.
There's Mr. Max Cano. Let's hear for that hot shit right there. Yeah, we love Max Cano. Such a nice kid. Let's hear for his wife. She's right over there filming, being a sweetheart. So well adjusted. That kid doesn't have a coke problem and never got a DUI. He's a nice kid. Max Cano, one more time, our resident for July. We love him. All right. There he is. Hey, this next hot shit has been coming around here for a hot minute. And then he was out of town doing a bunch of shit, and then he's back in town. I'm like, damn it, we need to get you back here on the regular. He said, definitely. I said, perfect. We love this kid. He's fucking hysterical. Please put your hands together for Mr. Kam Sneed. You need Kam Sneed. I said you need Kam Sneed. Let's go. I like that.
That's my slogan, guys. You need Sneed. Yep, there we go. How you doing? Good to see you guys. God bless you. God bless America. We wouldn't be here otherwise, right? My name's Cam. I'm mixed. I'm mixed between 3 races. I'm Korean, black, and white. The white part is silent. For once. My dad's half black and half Korean, which means that his dad was a black soldier in the Korean War that had a lot of extra time on his hands. That's how these things happen, you know? That's the American dream. You're looking at it. So what I'm saying, you guys, is in a roundabout kind of way, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the Korean War. And that's why it's my favorite war. Yes. Anybody else? Anybody else have a favorite war? Come on, this is America. This is what the country is built on. No one thinks about war that much. God, that's crazy. That's crazy. I do love the Korean War. Korean War is pretty cool. I also love World War II. That one's pretty cool. You guys like that one? Big fans? Yeah, there we go. Got to get people going. I love World War II. I think it's super interesting because it kind of, I don't know, it kind of shows me what people are like on their, if you were to zoom out and look at war, it looks the same as all people. We all act the same. Like people at war, countries at war, it's the same as kids on a playground. We're all just fighting. It's like in our nature almost, right? And that's why I want to come out with a TV show that represents that called World War II, Cool for School. World War II, Cool for School. It's a TV show where the countries are represented by kids on a school playground. You know what I mean? I'll give you an example of how the first episode goes. Like, you have Germany, for instance. You know, Germany, it wakes up, it has a growth spurt, and a sudden newfound boost of confidence. Just wakes up one day, is like ready to fuck shit up. Decides to go be the bully at school, right? That's what happened. It goes to school, starts stuffing Poland into a locker, like fucking Poland's just like, oh, help me, I'm so Polish. You know, because it's Poland. And you know, there's a lot going on, a lot of ruckus being caused. Meanwhile, Switzerland's just sitting in the corner, all neutral and shit, just being like, oh, as long as everyone learns from the experience, you know, who gives a fuck? And it keeps things interesting. Next thing you know, Japan sees what Germany's doing, and it wants to go over and be a bully too. It starts throwing rocks at America. That's Pearl Harbor. You guys remember Pearl Harbor? Yeah. Yeah, it was a big time. It was a big moment for a lot of countries, America and Japan. They're like, fuck it, we're going to do it. We're going after America. You know what I mean? And that was like throwing rocks, which is cool. But do you guys remember what America did in response to Pearl Harbor? They dropped not one, but 2 nuclear bombs on Japan. So that's like if America came back to school the next day with a gun and it was like, bop, bop, how you like me now? Who else wants to play? And the rest of the country is just like, Mom, I want to be homeschooled. And that's pretty much the end of the show. That's pretty much the end of the war. That's how the war ended. That's how the show ended. Yep, 1 episode. America shut it down real quick. World War II, Cool for School. And it might make people feel weird, you know, because, you know, I basically said that America is the school shooter of countries. Is that weird? Oh, what? Does the truth make you guys uncomfortable? It's accurate. It's accurate. Do you guys know that America, out of all countries, America leads in school shootings? That's just a fact. But if you look at the numbers, it might be kind of a fixed fight, right? Because if you're looking at things, look at the numbers. You look at the numbers. Half the other countries, they don't even have guns. And the other half of the countries that do have guns don't have schools. So America leads in school shootings because it's the only country that can have school shootings. And that's true freedom, you guys. USA! 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 Okay. Amazing grace, how sweet. Okay. Oh, man. One time I asked this crowd, I was like, oh, does anybody else have a favorite war? Anyone else have a favorite war? And this kid, he goes, yeah, the Civil War, which I thought was racist, you know. But I thought I'd ask him. I was like, well, which side did you go for, the North America or South America? And he was like, Captain America. It's like, oh, that's right. We haven't had a good war in a while. Not since the Infinity War. Good. I wasn't sure you guys seen Avengers, so I'm glad that worked out sort of. Good for you. Yeah, God bless you guys. I also love the Korean War. The Korean War is great. It's the only war that ended in a military stalemate, which is basically a tie. You know, that's kind of weird for both sides in the war to just be like, fuck it, you know. But it happened with the Korean War. And I just, you know, I was like, why did this happen? Why is this the only time it happened? And I think it's because in the Korean War, they might have had a hard time telling each other apart. Do you guys know how all camouflage looks alike? Come on, it was a war. A what? Oh, I bet you do, buddy. The Emu War from Australia? Yeah, so who won? Australia. Just all of Australia? Yeah, they had too many and went to war against them and lost. Now when you say emus, all right. These birds, or are you talking about indigenous people? Yeah. Well, actually, Australia did it too, which is kind of a white person thing. They're like, we hate people of color, And we hate big ass birds, all right? Let's get them all the fuck out of here. Thank you guys. God bless you. God bless America.
Kam Sneed, let's hear for that hot shit right there. And let's hear it for all the emus we've lost. Coming to the stage right now, this hot shit. We think a lot of him too, and he comes around here regularly. We'd love to have him around, so it's great to have him on the show. Please put your hands together for Mr. Saavan Patel.
What's up, Bridget? How we doing? Make some noise. You guys doing good? You guys doing good? Hell yeah. Thank you guys for being here. Very happy that you guys all hate your families. I hate my family as well. No, I'm kidding. They're cool. No, I like my family. You guys just didn't get invited to any July 4th plans? Is that what it is? Yeah. I got invited. I was invited to a 4th of July party, but I was like, no, I can't. I gotta go do 5 minutes of jokes at this haunted house that I really like. Yeah. No, I like this place a lot. This is one of my favorite places to be. It's kind of eerie, right? It's kind of a weird vibe, just a little. Like, it feels like someone's been murdered here before, right? And it feels like they don't even report it. Like, they just kind of throw them back there. Like, I want to know what's behind these doors, Sean. But no, it's good. I grew up in the hood, so this is kind of familiar for me. I don't know if you guys believe me, and no one ever believes me when I tell them I grew up in the hood, which doesn't make any sense because I ooze gangster rap, clearly. The thug life chose me. We all know this. But I always feel like I have to prove that I'm from the hood, you know? Like people always say, if you're from the hood, you don't know the difference between fireworks and gunshots. That's not true at all. It's easy to tell the difference. It's just that whenever you hear either one of those things, it's never on 4th of July. It's just on Tuesday. You know, like Tuesday, because no one has work in the morning. Everyone's unemployed. I don't know. Growing up in the hood is weird. It's you go to different places when you grow up in the hood. You know, like you probably go to like Bank of America. I go to a place called Nick's Check Cashing. Yeah. There we go. Like if you want to get alcohol, you might go to Total Wine. Yep. I go to a place called Liquor Store. Yes, sir. All right. And if you ever want to get groceries, you might go to Fry's Food and Drug. I go to a place called Food for Less. Yeah. You don't find food for less in rich places. It's called Food for More, a.k.a. Stater Brothers. You guys don't have Stater Brothers out here. Noted. Yeah. I don't know. Growing up in the hood is weird. Yeah, I was supposed to go to a party tonight, but I don't know. Parties are weird. Parties are for, like, happy people, you know? Like, I don't know, happy. Like, when you go to a party, you want to have a good time. You want to talk about fun things. Like people don't want to talk about trauma, right? That's usually what I do. They're like, oh, have you ever been skydiving? I'm like, have you ever tried to kill yourself? Like, that's not what people want to hear. It's the same thing if you think about it. It's just more efficient, right? But to answer your question, yeah, I have been skydiving. It didn't work. That was dark humor. Good job. You caught that. Nice. I don't know. Parties are just... I try to have fun. You know, like, I can act happy at parties, but, like, it's hard to, like, actually be happy. I'm the person that people walk up to and they're like, hey, you're not having fun. Like, what's wrong? I'm like, everything? Like, what do you... Like, have you not been outside? Have you not talked to anyone? You know, like, life is weird. Life's kind of hard. You ever feel like you're not supposed to be here? Does anyone ever feel like that? Right? Like, I know I'm not supposed to be here. Like, I know for a fact because I'm the result of this really stupid tradition called arranged marriage. You guys know what this is? No, you do? If you don't know what it is, basically, your entire life, your parents tell you that you're not allowed to have sex. And then one day they're like, okay, now fuck this stranger for the rest of your life. Like, that's it. That's how I got here. That's my origin story. It's not romantic, you know? And that's what my mom wants me to do now. She's like, you need to get an arranged marriage. You need to marry an Indian. I'm like, you've divorced 2 of them. Like, what are we talking about? Like, the system is broken. We got to try something else, you know? I don't know. Relationships are hard for me. Dating's really weird. I feel like I give off the impression, like I look like someone who does really well with women, but that's not the case at all. Like, I've been talking to this girl recently, and she's really hot, like way out of my league. And I told my friend about her, And he goes, she's not real. I'm like, what do you mean she's not real? She's like, she's not real. Tell her to send you a picture of her with her thumbs up or holding a spoon. And I'm still waiting on the response. So I'll keep you guys posted. I don't know. Relationships are really hard for me. I can't. First girl I ever dated told me that if I ever left her, she would kill herself. Yeah. I was like, man, my dick must be amazing. Like you can make a girl come, but I can make her end her life. You understand? Whatever I have is magical. And the second relationship I was with this girl who broke up with me on April Fool's Day. Yeah, for April Fool's. For 24 hours, I was just looking at my phone like, just going, come on. I don't know. I want to believe in love again, you know? I jerk off to Nicholas Sparks movies. The Choice, The Notebook, nobody? All right, whatever. That's real love. You guys are a couple, right? Real love. How did you guys meet? It's probably nice. Match? Match.com. Nice. Okay. What was the line that you used? Like who reached out to who?
It's still under investigation.
Still under investigation.
She messaged me first.
She said that she messaged you first, but you don't agree with that?
He's trying to save face.
You're trying to save face. All right. All right, rat him out. What was it? Just rat him out. Like, what was it? You don't remember it? Yeah, you guys are definitely going to work out, for sure. You know, there's proof, right? You could just go to the website and just look at what happened. All right, I'll leave you guys alone. It's okay. I'm probably going to be single forever, too. I'll die alone. I don't know. All right, I'll leave you guys with this. The first time I ever saw a gun was out here in Phoenix. I was at work. This guy comes in, immediately pissed off. He's like, I'm so mad. I went to the Phoenix Zoo the other day, and they told me I couldn't bring my gun with me. Don't you think that's bullshit? I was like, yes, absolutely. Because I didn't know what else to say. Right? If you have a gun, that's a lot like having a vagina. I'll say whatever you want me to say. Right? Thought that was going to go better. But all right, here we go. Thank you, guys. My name's Saavan Patel.
Let's hear for that Mr. Patel right there. Closed out with one of my favorite jokes. I'm like, that always works, and it didn't get nothing. You left them flat on that joke, you sons of bitches. Saavan Patel, let's hear for that young man right there. I love him so much. Yes. All right. All right, it's 8:37. We're down to our last handful of comics. I might even be able to squeeze somebody on. Please keep it going for this next hot shit. He was here a couple months ago, and he did fairly below average. But he promised me that tonight he goes, I'll be right about average, I promise. I took out all that filthy, disgusting stuff about jerking off, and I said, you better, because the jerk-off police are here. Just kidding. They're not the jerk-off police. Jay Frank, keep your dick in your pants, but make him laugh. Please put your hands together. Jay Frank!
He had to remind me. That was quite the bombing. So, a comic's mind doesn't work like a normal person, okay? And I'm going to walk you through how that looks on a daily basis at work. So, I'm a waiter. I walk up to this table, and it's a family of 4. Normal looking. I look. There's dad, daughter, son. There's mom. Mom she's beautiful. Normal looking, except she's got the baby arm, which I wasn't even aware was a thing. And in the moment, for about 45 minutes, I tortured myself with all of the thoughts and all the questions. So, the first thing I do is I look at Dad. As I'm waiting on them, doing my normal job, this is the narrative going on in the background. So I look at Dad and I go, okay, they've had been together at least 15, 16 years based on the age of the kids. This man must be a saint, because that first month of dating this woman must have been just all the questions. Like, my first question was, can you flex it, like the baby arm? Like, I imagine like a jacked baby arm. That would be fucking awesome, right? But you can't act like, hey, I know we just met, but can you just fucking like a little Hulk Hogan for me? Can't say that. You can't say something like, hey, can you give me a hand? Yeah, motherfucker, that's all I can give you. Or he's a complete deviant on a genius level, to where, let's pretend that she's sucking his dick. Do you use baby hand on the shaft? Or does baby hand move down to the balls, nice and gentle, like, you know? Well, regular hand works the shaft, right. Or, is Jack baby arm just like punching him in his butthole, you know, over and over and over, right? And then I think, so honestly, in that situation, I would rather the person not just no arm whatsoever, because I think of plenty of jobs you could do one arm. But when you have the second arm, my mind goes, okay, I guess you could be like a receptionist or entering data, but you'd have like this weird keyboard where one part was like regular keyboard and the other was like fucking, you know, giant like whack-a-mole, just trying to get your point across while you're at your job. And I made it through that situation. Super sweet family. And you have to know this about me. I actually have, when I approach a situation like that, I have extreme empathy, because I've always had this. One time I was in Walmart, this was years ago, and I was walking behind this family, and the young lady said, "Daddy, Daddy," and the way she said it, had that tone, the Downs tone. And I knew in that moment that I could never be that guy. I was so glad that God never put that on me, that I had to be a dad to somebody in that situation, because I'm just not built like that. I don't have it in me. So when I approach a table that has any kind of handicap issue that I can tell, I go over the top. I make sure that their experience for that hour while I'm with them, I am not the person that, because they tend to be, people don't notice. You don't pay attention, and I don't want to be that guy. So walk up to a table a couple weeks ago, and I can see the gentleman, in my mind, has some kind of handicap, and I don't want to do it today. I don't want to put out the effort. I just wasn't in the mood. And I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do this. And then I was like, well, wait a second. This is just how he looks. You don't know. Just walk up. Regular people. So I walk up and I say, hey, how you folks doing today? My name is Jay Frank. And I go, how you doing, sir? And he goes, ugh. It's like, fuck. Fuck, my tartar is right the fuck on. You guys have a great night. I love you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what that was. Please give sympathy and love for that man. He's trying very hard. I don't know what was worse. That set or the one before. What the hell you doing, Jay Frank? Jesus fucking Christ, sometime. And by the way, comics, there's two cameras. There's one there and there's one there. So if you spend your whole time looking over here, they're going to see your back. Heads up. Just a heads up. Just a heads up. Let's hear for Jay Frank. Totally oblivious to everything. Totally. Jay, let's try this real quick. Watch this. Hey, I bought a toilet brush, but after 2 weeks, I brought it back because my ass was raw. I just use paper now. See that? That's called a little sugar before the medicine, right? So then you do that, and then you go like Demi Moore had 3 daughters. She had one Rumor Willis, Scout Willis, and then what you talking about, Willis? See? Everyone laughs. Now they laugh. They're like, oh, this guy might have something to say. It's funny. If you walk on, you instantly go, oh, crippled, handicapped, dumb people, one arm, punch them in the ass. You lose them for the whole time. It's not going to go anywhere good. You better have something fucking clever to say, too. The punch in the ass was sort of cute. She chuckled at that, but you lost everybody. Let's not do any more 5 minutes on jerking off, swinging, or anyone that's special needs, I think is the word, not handicapped or retarded either. I don't think we can say that. Yeah, that was the best. That was the best. That was the one. But heads up, dude. Get a few fucking punchlines for Christ's sakes. You're scaring me, kid. I don't know what the fuck that was. Like, I was looking at people's faces. They were like, this guy, Sean, we were believing him up to this guy. What the fuck happened? Like, they get mad at me. Like, they're mad at me. Sorry, let's hear for him. Please, apologize for him. Don't apologize for that. It's goddamn horrible. I'm kidding. Okay. Thank you very much, sir. That was. We give everybody about 2 chances, sometimes 3. We'll be pressed to give you a 3rd, you son of a bitch. All right. No more. All right. We're down to our last 2 comics or so, and I might be able to squeeze on one more. This next hot shit, I'm sure great things are going to happen with him. People love him dearly, and he's very funny. And we're thrilled to have him here as I talk over Raven Gregory. There was a famous guitar player from the 80s called Aldo Nova, who had a song called Life is Just a Fantasy, which was a badass song, and I've never known another Aldo till this person. Please put your hands together for Mr. Aldo Campana.
I'm scared to fuck up right now, cause
We love you.
I don't want to just bomb right here and Sean comes up and just rips me a new asshole for 3.5 minutes. I'm scared. I don't know. I think this is where he puts all the comics who stink. You just throw them through this door. That and all his Mongolian sex slaves and bad open micers. Are you okay, man? He's a. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It was all of it. I'm not gonna lie. He was like, "Everybody, listen up. I'm gonna take you through the mind of a comic," and then went through the mind of a straight serial killer for 5 minutes. Hey guys, 4th of July, huh? Y'all look like you love America. I bet y'all love America. Clearly not that much. You're like, yeah, it's fucking whatever, dude. I don't know. I just feel like when Europeans picture an American family, it's you guys, you know? I mean, you got the Declaration of Independence on your right arm, so I don't know. Every time she sees a minority, she slaps it like Ben 10 and they disappear. She turns into a cop. Bah! That's a cop shooting joke. I got in an argument with a lesbian about gay marriage. And, I mean, I'm not, like, against gay marriage or anything. I just wanted to disagree with her. It didn't really matter what she was She could have been like, I don't think we should saw all dogs in half with a chainsaw. And I would have been like, I disagree. Don't believe everything you see on Fox. So I'm arguing with this lesbian. And, like, granted, my sister's a lesbian. I love my sister. My phone's just dead at a gay bar. So I'm harassing this innocent lesbian. And she looks at me and she's like, you know, did you know that 50% of straight marriages end in divorce, but only 10% of non-straight marriages end in divorce? Which is a really cool argument until you realize gay marriage was legalized like 5 years ago. I'm older than gay marriage. Give it 30 years, the numbers will be the same. The problem isn't that some people are better at marriage, you know. Gay people shouldn't get married because nobody should get fucking married. It's the dumbest. And you know, I think it's like a generational gap. That's why old people don't like gay marriage, because they love marriage, you know. So they want to like protect it. And then young people were just like, yeah, sure, get married. Who gives a shit? It's not gonna fucking work, you idiot. But I guess try. My girlfriend told me to never propose to her, and I would never do that, dude. I would never propose to my girlfriend because maybe I love her now, but 50 years, who knows? You know, maybe I'll be gay. Sean's coming. My new joke didn't work, and Sean's coming, and I'm scared. I'm turning 20 this year. Yeah, and that kind of worries me because schizophrenia runs in my family. That wasn't the joke. What the fuck? You must have heard someone else tell a joke. So yeah, schizophrenia runs in my family. I feel fine right now, dude, but I don't know. Some fake weed and a scary noise, I'll kidnap the president. Fuck it. I don't know. I'd have to quit comedy and start fixing ACs with my dad. I just walk into your house. You're like, the AC's making a weird noise. I'm like, thank God. You hear that too? And my girlfriend thinks I already have it, but it was a misunderstanding. Let me explain. I was in the bathroom, and she walked in on me. And I wasn't pooping or anything. I wasn't doing anything weird. I was making faces in the mirror and talking to myself. And I was naked. Because I just showered. Thank you. I like how you only applause every time something goes poorly. It's very... If you applaud every time I bomb, is it really an applause anymore? It's just like, everyone, that sucked. It's like a calling to the people. Sean, I got to be out of here soon, right? There's no way. I'm done, bro. Get me out of here.
You've only been on stage for a minute and a half. You're supposed to do 5, bro. How painful is that? Whatever it says on...
Why the fuck does my timer say 8 minutes, Sean?
Dude, whatever's on that timer is your reality, dude. Where we are and the Tickle Your Bones.
Maybe I'm going schizophrenic right now, and I'm... I have no idea how long I've been on stage.
In the Tickle Your Bone zone, it's only been a minute. We only measure how long you've been on stage with laughter. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Aldo, I'm kidding. You're actually having a good set tonight. Unlike those other nights.
Motherfucker, actually.
I know.
You.
I love you. Keep it up, dude. Listen, this is the thing, dude. You're fucking hysterical. I don't know why you're asking me how much time. I was going to let you go until you just felt like you were done. You were doing great. Don't be nervous.
Sean, I liked it better when you were insulting me. That was
no. No, you don't.
Now he's being all nice to me. Sean, are you that lesbian from the bar I was talking to?
Yes,
what's going
actually, all right, I'll be mean to you again. Listen, you hot shit. I mean, you son of a bitch.
You mean?
Listen up, you gonna be 20 motherfucker. There's nothing I can say, dude. You're funny. I like you. You're a good kid. I'm sorry. I can't be mean.
Okay, guys, I think I'm going to tell a joke.
Yeah, do a joke. I'll let you go. I'm going to stop talking. Do another minute or two.
Okay, you know what? I know.
You got one?
I got one.
I'm done.
And this is fitting.
It's all you.
Listen, we as comedians, we all bomb. And as you can tell, because we all bombed tonight. The judging? The judging? You guys are judging? What are you guys, giving away a pack of Zins?
Yeah,
okay.
They get to kill their least favorite comic tonight, won by the dumpster.
Oh, bet. Okay, listen. We all bomb.
Jay Frank is done.
We all bomb. But I think I've had the worst bomb possible. I bombed at a house show. It was a stand-up house show, and then it became a house party. I did 30 minutes. I bombed all 30 minutes, like the whole way through. And here's the fucked up part. Once the show ends, it's just a house party where everybody already hates me. Like the worst case scenario. Like I gave a 30-minute showcase of my worst traits, and then I'm like, yo, can I hit that blunt, dog? I'm not getting it. I can't believe the story about bombing is bombing right now. What the fuck am I supposed... Sean, I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm done. Thank you for your time. Have a great night.
Let's hear for that hot shit, Mr. Aldo Campana. Hey, Aldo, you're very funny, and please don't feel bad. I enjoy busting your balls because you make me laugh. Hear it for that kid, really. Aldo Campana. Very funny. Very funny. Very funny young man. Very, very funny young man. Heads up, Aldo, I'll tell a little story because this always makes me laugh. Here's a funny story. Aldo, don't leave the room. Listen to my bombing story. I got a quick one. All right, so here I am, folks. I bombed. We've all bombed. It's a true story. But here I am. I was at living in Hollywood, and my friend's doing a show at this bar called Dublin up on Sunset, which is now, I believe, torn down. But anyway, he goes, hey, will you do a show? So I go, yeah. So I go in, and there's like 4 or 5 comics, and I go on like third, and there's a lot of lights, and I can't see anything but just past the front row. And all I see over here is a bunch of fake tits, like a bunch of bimbo-looking broads, like fucking total, like big tit, fake-looking women, and like old dudes. And like the show, the set's not going good. No one's listening. It's this big packed house. Everyone's on their cell phone. It's just a shitty night. So I'm kind of bombing, and I just look over. I go, and look at these old guys over here, gonna pop a bunch of fucking blue pills so they can fuck these chicks with their big fake tits. Fucking Hollywood's corny. You guys suck. I'm out. Boom, and I bounce, right? So then I leave, and I walk out a side door. I go down these fucking like a fire escape, and I'm smoking a joint, and I see these 2 limos with Playboy Bunnies like logos on them, and I go, oh, Playboy Bunnies must be here. And then I look over, and down comes the whole party I just made fun of and said, look at you with your fake tits and you old guys gonna fucking take pills. It was fucking Hugh Hefner and like 20 bunnies and a bunch of old guys. So I fucking bombed hard, and I made fun of them, and they looked at me like they were gonna kick my ass. I was like, I'll fight you, old man. Anyway, so we all bombed. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we're down to our last comic. We were running a little long, but we're thrilled to get him on. Mason, I'm sorry I can't get you on, but we're going to close out with the man who's been so patient and polite and wonderful and been here since 9:30 this morning. Please put your hands together for Mr. Raven Gregory, your headliner.
Jesus Christ, I'm so fucking drunk. I don't know what the fuck is happening here. But on the lighter note, fuck all those people over there. All I want to do is make you people laugh over here. Because holy shit, I have been watching you the whole fucking night. Not a single giggle has come out of your fucking mouth. Let's tell a joke together. You want to tell a joke together? Let's tell a joke together.
Raven, don't scare these nice people. God damn it, Raven, this is God. They've been laughing all night.
Listen, Daddy, let me tell my joke, and we'll get back to you after a brief
don't
message.
Scare my family.
All right, here we goes. Ready?
Living
you guys
spaces.
know this joke. Let's play along. Knock, knock. All right, if you're going to do it, you got to give me the energy. If we're going to fucking do it, let's do it properly. Ready? Knock, knock. Nigga. God damn, I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you, white people. I literally looked at the thought bubble above your head, and I was like, God damn. Not a single one was like, I'm not going to fall for that shit. That was beautiful. That was amazing. I'm so proud. So, ladies and gentlemen, over the last month, didn't know if you knew this, but I've lost 200 pounds.
Just look to the last place you put it, and there it is.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you know this, but you know why those people are going to the gym working out? They ain't working out to fucking get in shape. Those motherfuckers are getting high. Holy shit. Excuse me, miss. I have done all the drugs. All of them. I don't know if you ever done the drugs in the backyard with the white boy smoking weed, talking about aliens and shit. You never smoked the weed. You never smoked the weed on the trampoline with the aliens and been talking about fucking feelings and shit, talking about what else is out there. Any of that shit? Not at all. Well, obviously you have not smoked weed with the proper white people. You got to work on that shit. Excuse me, sir. Have you ever done so many edibles in your fucking life with the essays? You've been like, holy shit. For the first time in your life, you look at yourself in the rearview mirror and you're like, oh my God, I'm fucking happy. Like for the first time in my fucking life, I'm fucking happy. Maybe I should just kill myself and just end it on a good note. You never had one of those fucking moments? Never had one of those fucking moments? So yeah, no, true story, man. Man, I'll be working out at the gym. It's fucking amazing. It's fucking a weird, crazy experience.
Raven, it's a 2-camera shoot. Turn sideways. Turn straight. There you go. We're missing your side profiles. There you go.
What's up, Daddy?
There's all people in the audience.
But, So I was at the gym the other day, man. I was working out, and fucking crazy fucking true story. Like, a lot of these people don't know about this shit, but, Miss, have you ever been sexually harassed before? Exactly. None of these other motherfuckers know about this shit. The guys, like, lean over, whisper something during his ear, sexually harass him, make him feel dirty about himself. But I actually got sexually harassed at the gym for the first time in my life, man. True fucking story. I was at the gym. I was fucking, like, washing my shit in that, like, whatever the thing is that you wash your thing. I don't know what it's fucking called. It's a fucking weird fucking thing. We're working through this thing. This guy looks at me right where you're sitting and is like, looking good. And I'm like, holy shit, I haven't been laid in like 2 years. I'm going to take it and I'm going to go with it. There you go. True story. It's a weird thing. I'm sorry, miss. I got really fucking drunk before I got on stage. I have no idea what I'm fucking saying. I was going to say something about Sean being really pretty. Like, okay, so true story. I don't know if you guys know how comedy works is. The way comedy works is if you get on stage and you're fucking funny as fuck, they bring you back out. Or if they want to fuck you. I have literally been working out and trying to get sexy enough for Sean to want to fuck me. And I don't know if I'm pulling it off. Sean, am I pulling this shit off? At all? Am I sexy enough?
I don't know what just fucking happened, but this went from a comedy
Just go
show
with it. But anyway, it's a magical experience where we talk about our thoughts and feelings.
Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
Give it up for
Come
Sean
on.
McCarthy.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Raven Gregory, who literally has been here since 2 o'clock drinking. 2 o'clock drinking just nonstop. That's what booze does. Paul said we shouldn't put him on. I said, well, put him on at the end and see if he can hold it together. He nailed that one joke so brilliant at the beginning, but I was scared. And then you trailed off. You almost fucking beat Jay Frank for the worst set of the night. The woman who's going to murder you is not. She's going to warm up. She's getting her knife to kill Jay Frank. That's where she went. Listen, this night's been magical. There was some hits and some misses. At the end of the day, the shirt's amazing. My mom loves me. Petey the cat rules. The Cornells are wonderful people. Thank you for hanging out. Get home safe. There's karaoke next door. We do this every week. And thank you for coming out on a 115-degree night for America. God bless America. Jay, you're wonderful. We love you.